Russia now has the fourth largest economy in the world, is measured by GDP purchasing power parity. The only countries with a larger GDP are the United States, India, and China. So, really, three of the four biggest world economies now form the heart of BRICS. So, it's anything but podunk. Um, it is leading in technology in a variety of areas that has surpassed the United States. The United States is still struggling to produce one functioning deployable hypersonic missile. Russia has at least five variants and has been stockpiling them. It is able to produce them. Russia has a vast, enormous natural resources. There is no other country in the world with the kind of resource base that Russia has, which explains why the West is so obsessed with removing Putin and getting control of Russia. We want that wealth for ourselves, not for the Russian people. Screw them. It's ours. That's our attitude.
But we all know that this Victoria Nuland and her neocon colleagues' attitude about let's use the war in Ukraine as a battering ram with which to drive Vladimir Putin from office has utterly failed.
Yeah.
Why isn't that failure acknowledged by everybody from Ursula von der Leyen to Rachel Maddow?
To understand that, just go back and watch the movie Downfall, which was about the last days of Adolf Hitler in his bunker. Terrific movie. It shows the combination of delusion and denial, and that's what's taking place with the West right now. You've got a leadership, particularly in France, Germany, and the United Kingdom, that are completely out of touch with their own citizenry, and to underscore that, you had the EU the other day pass a resolution that, by God, they're going to stop importing all Russian oil and gas. Well, turns out Russian oil and gas is the most inexpensive source of fuel that all of these countries depend on. So now they've decided, oh, no, we're going to stop paying for the inexpensive oil and gas, and we're going to start paying for the more expensive oil and gas. Well, when you start driving up fuel prices, that adds to inflation. And these economies in Germany, France, and the UK in particular are struggling. They're stagnant. They're not growing right now. And this is simply going to add to their economic woes. And they're doing all this amidst a time where they're threatening Russia, and yet they cannot produce ammunition or any kind of munitions to sustain Ukraine military operations. They're not producing tanks. They're not producing armored personnel vehicles. They can't keep pace with Russia, and they certainly don't have any air defense systems worth a damn. Russia has all of that. So again, the disconnect between what the Europeans say and what they're actually able to do is makes, I guess, the Grand Canyon look small.
And yet, Larry, as we speak, the three of them, Mertz, Macron, and Starmer, are meeting at number 10 Downing Street with Zelensky. What are they going to give him? They can't borrow. They can't raise their taxes, and Belgium won't let them steal the Russian money in Belgian banks. What are they going to give him?
Probably a couple of bags of cocaine to keep him quiet, send him on his way.
Well, all the money he's stolen, he has more money than they do.
Well, he's cheap. He doesn't like to buy his own stuff. He says, hey, the holiday season is upon us. Give me some gifts. No, if this was being viewed objectively, you would say these people are collectively crazy, because there is nothing that they can do that's going to alter the outcome in their favor.